apply. How about now? Still doesn't look like it. Så prøver jeg. How about now? Okay, can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. It does not look like it. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. It does not look like it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? So. That was hard. It should be working now. I know that the live feed is a bit behind what I'm doing right now. So if everything is working for you guys, could you please tell me so that I know it? Okay. It should be working now. Am I too loud? I can get it a bit down here if that's better. I hope that's better. Okay. I can see that there is someone online, so if you're there, please write me that I know that you're there. Otherwise I won't start today before I know you're there. So please, please, please write me if you can hear me and see me, and if the pictures is all fine. The chat should be open. So I'm told it is lacking. See if I can do something about that. Let's see. Stream. It says that it is pretty good here. Lakker den stadigvæk? That is pretty annoying. And I can't change anything, so I don't know what to do. Den kan ikke gøre det lavere. Så skal du vente en lavere. This is so bad. Videoopløsningen er på, hvilket ikke. I can see and hear you. Okay, Nikki, am I lacking? Because my husband says that it's lacking a lot. But am I lacking? Is my movement smooth?
Baby.
Please tell me no, because that is all fine here. I don't see it hacking a lot, but maybe.
Slow motion.
Slow motion. My husband says it's all in slow motion. I don't think so. I can see that something weird is going on here. I don't know what it is. It's lacking. Okay. Let me try to look at these settings in here. See if I can put it a bit down. Sorry about that. I just had to see if I could do something about that. It doesn't look like it. Yes, it's like slow motion. Now that did not help anything. Peter, jeg ved ikke, hvad jeg skal gøre for at få det til at køre bedre. I don't know. Now it's a black screen, but I can still see you. Yeah, it will come in a minute. I tried something else. Output.
Vide.
Hvor har du den hen?
Vide.
Der kan jeg ikke gøre noget. Okay, now it's back. Thank you for the input, Nikki. Stream.
Okay, ned på video igen, så vi lige kan blive færdige der.
There's nothing here.
Der er en masse ting.
Yeah, but I can't do anything.
Fordi du skal slå for det, før du kan få lov til at ende det. Men det er lige meget. Du skal nok sætte til at streame for sjovnen der i stedet for.
Yeah, but if this is not gonna work, then I will have to end it, or you will have to see everything in slow motion. I'm really sorry about this. It really should work. I don't know what's happening. It's running again. Yeah, it's not working at all.
Prøv at lukke mig
Yeah.
Så slukker man for alt det andet. Det bliver du nok nødt til på et andet tidspunkt måske. Men lad os kigge.
No, that's not it.
Nej, lad mig nu kigge.
Yeah, please don't in that line. I'm just telling you, not that one.
Okay.
I do. Slow motion is fine. Well, then I will have... my husband is playing around now. And that's only the dogs. He's just looking around in the program that I use to see if there's something we can do about it. Doesn't look like it. Otherwise we will just have to do it in slow motion, and then we'll see if they can do it. That's a program that's online. Don't close that down. Nikki will be very mad at you. It's okay, whatever you want to do. Well, I would really like to do this because I've been looking forward to it. Oh, kvalitet. Maybe that's it.
Nej, det er fordi du selv sidder og kigger, er det ikke?
I don't know. What was it on?
Den var 3 minutter et eller andet. Skal ikke ned på 2 minutter et eller andet.
Why not? If that could make it better.
Det ser pænt ud, tror jeg.
Now it's not running at all. Okay, back. Fejl i gengivelse af lyd. Genskab din computer. Okay.
Jeg ser ikke se, der er noget vildt lige nu. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there is a picture somewhere. Can you still see me, or am I all gone now? I'm going to shut this one down. Yeah, it doesn't really make anything better. I think I'm going to shut this one down, this live stream, and then I will... You can see me? Okay, because here I don't have the pictures for me, but if you can still see me, then let's continue in slow motion then. If it's okay with you. Yeah, this is kind of stupid. My husband thinks that I should shut it down and then start over, but okay, you say fine to that, to the slow motion part. I really hate that. If I work slowly, maybe you're able to see it.
Ja, det er ikke de kameraer, der filmer først.
Yeah, it's my camera.
Men så er det derfor.
Why?
Så skal du sætte det her, hvad hedder det, lige til ned.
Why?
Gå ind i menuen et eller andet, så på det.
I can't. When
Ja,
I'm...
kan
Nej, det kan jeg ikke, når den sidder på.
No.
Then I need to shut it off all. And I can't change that in there.
Du kan vælge, hvad størrelse video den optager i. Okay.
I'm gonna disconnect the video just a second.
Film, så er det den der.
You want it to be changed?
Ja.
What do you want me to put? This one?
Ja. Ja, jeg skal have den der.
Alright, so I'm going to put that in there and see what's happening. That's this one. Oops. No. Ah! This is so annoying. Now my picture is different. Let's see.
No.
It's lacking a little less. It's not as much slow motion, but it's still not good. Well, it's better than before. Can you live with that, Nikki?
Ja, så skal du sætte en takt længere end det.
Yeah, I could do that, but I think this is a little better. Okay. It's only Nikki that's online. Ah, that's annoying. Are you still here, Nikki? Better, sure, no problem for me. Okay, then I will do this all for you. So, I had one asking me if I could show how to make a pond. So I wanted to make a pond and I didn't know how to, or what to do it in, or how much I should. So I had these small tin boxes here, and I decided that I could make, if I can open it, a tiny pond inside of one of these. So that's what I am going to do. So first of all, I'm going to find my wipes somewhere. Just a second. They're behind my screen. Up again so I can see you. So I have my baby wipes here. I feel special now. You are! So I'm just going to clean this out with my baby wipes. Just to make sure that it's clean. And put it somewhere. Then I'm going to take some of my Sculpey. I love those boxes. Yeah, and I love the littel. I don't even know how to say that, but they're really good. Anyway, I have my baking bond here, and I'm going to put some of that in here. And this one is so hard to push on. So difficult. But I'm gonna try it anyway. I want enough in there so this polymer clay will stick to it. And I'm just using my finger to squeeze it out in the box. There we go. Cleaning my finger. I rolled out. That's my husband, and that's looking here. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bare se, hvor hurtigt den port den var, der sat den i. Eller om den skulle have været over i den anden. Den ved siden af.
I don't know.
Fordi det her kamera, der peger lige, det kører fint.
That's that one.
Yes.
We have them called altoids here in the US. I think I've heard that before. Hi, husband. Perfect. So I took some blue polymer clay. I use a brand that's called Zenit. That's this one. But you could use Fimo as well if you want to. So I just took that and put it through my pasta machine on a setting 7. And I'm just gonna place it in here to make a nice blue bottom of this pond. Let's see, I had some ball tool somewhere. Or maybe not. Then I have this one. I can use that one. So I'm just gonna push it into the box. Doesn't need to be neat looking, because we want to do some seed plants and stuff like that in there. But I don't want anything to go over the edge here, so I'm just cutting that off really carefully, if I can. So that I still can close the lid of this box later. So I'm just going to cut off this excess here. And remove it. And over here as well. There we go. And then I'm just again squeezing it a tiny bit, just making sure it's good in there. And yes, I have a few places where it's not covered, but that's all fine, because we're going to put in some plants and stuff like that, greeneries. Oh, hello, Edwina. Good afternoon to you. I'm very fine, thank you. I hope you are as well. Sorry that my live stream is a bit kind of in slow motion. We have tried to fix it, but really don't know how to. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I am making a fish pond in one of these tin cans here. I like those. And yeah, we're trying to make a Tinbox pond, fish pond. That's a hard one. So anyway, I got my blue in here because I want something to build on, and I don't want to see this silvery thing when my pond is all done. So I'm just going to take some of my clay here. See if I can get a piece of this one. And I'm just going to heat it up a tiny bit in my hand. And I'm going to make a tiny ball out of it. And I am going to place that in here. And as I did use my bacon bond to keep the the blue color here in place, then I don't need to use it again. I could do it, but I don't. And I'm just going to make, poking a lot of small holes in here for this kind of water sea plant. I don't even know what these are called. So So I'm just poking a lot of these small holes here. Trying to get them all the way out to the edge as well. And this is just kind of a needle tool thingy thing that I'm using here. Just use something pointy for that. So that's our first sea plant thingy. I like that one. I love watching you make stuff, but polymer clay is just one of those mediums I'm not comfortable with. I'm horrible horrible with the oven. Yeah, the trick with polymer clay and the oven is to place it in when you put it in the oven. Let's see if that's this one with the instruction on there. All kinds of polymer clays have their own instruction on the back side of them, and of course I don't have the, yeah, there it is. It's really hard to see, but this one says 130 degree in the oven, and this is Celsius. I can't see the Fahrenheit here, but I always put it like 5 degrees lower than the temperature on the package. So when I'm going to bake this one, I'm going to put it on 125 degrees Celsius, and that way I won't burn it anyhow, and I can leave it in there for hours if I wanted to, and it will still not burn. So that's a very neat trick. And I can see I have this stupid square in the picture, sorry about that. Sea sponge. Ah, yeah, I think you're right. I can do a lot of different things for the ocean here. I can take some green or some orange or yellow, or yeah, I can take a lot of different colors and just do some funny things. So let's make another kind of sea plant creature. So I'm taking the orange this time, and I think I want it a little bit smaller. I don't want them too big, so I'm just gonna cut this into smaller pieces. Where's my garbage can? There it was. So I am going to take it. First of all, I'm rolling it into a tiny ball in my hand and into a cone like that. And with this pointing tool, I'm just going to make a hole down in that and place it in my landscape here. And I'm gonna do the same with the other parts I have here. I hope you can understand my English. When I'm not recording live, it's kind of easier for me to get it right. But live is also kind of a challenge. So anyway, I hope you understand everything. Otherwise, then please do ask me. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. Change it around so you can see it. And I got a new camera, so it should be a sharper picture this time. And I think that's the reason why I have this lacking problem. Because I didn't try it out before I started today. Your English is fine. Thank you, Nikki. That's mean a lot to me. That you understand what I'm saying. So I don't know how many I want of these, but I think I would like a little, a good little amount of them. So this little dot in there and placing that. Those are cute. Yeah, and they're so easy to make. So it's actually pretty funny to sit and make these. There we go. I think that's enough for there. Let's put a little greenery in there as well, in this corner. Let's see, I can place a little here. That's kind of a grass. We could put a rock in there as well. I'm pretty sure I have some rock colored clay somewhere. I'm just gonna squeeze it down with this tool and then make a lot of holes in it as well. I'm trying not to make a pattern in here about in the green, but it can actually be quite hard not to do that. I think, sorry about that. I think I want some kind of grass in there, so I'm just gonna leave you for a second. I have my past machine standing over here. So I rolled that out on the setting 7, just like the blue for the ocean floor here. And I'm going to cut out some tiny pieces of greenery here. And trying to take one of these and pop it in there. Some seaweed or something. So I'm just going to place a few of them in there. It's snowing here in Montana. Oh, that isn't that quite late for snow? We have actually a nice spring weather here. Sorry about that. I really need some summer soon. That was a Danish word coming in there. Watching you create a pond is so much better. Perfect. Better than what? The snow? Oh, that is teasing me. There we go. And I don't want them too tall because I still want to be able to close the lid of this box. There we go. Sorry about that. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I have that stone clay I was talking about. It should be in here. Yes, I do have some. So we can make a few stones as well. Then watching the snow. Yeah, I could imagine. So this is a type of clay you can get just like this. Looks like stone, also in bacon. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of that and make a small stone of it. This thing here is the thing that is holding my camera. So if that looks weird, then that's what it is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just shaping a tiny bit of a stone thing here and popping it into the corner. I want a smaller one. Okay, that might be too small. Actually, that looks pretty neat. I'm going to place a few more of these. I'm just placing them here and there. Just one more. There we go. Taking a bit of my yellow clay. Thank you, honey. There he is. That's my husband. So I want to do something with yellow as well. I had a lot of ideas this morning and now they're all gone. So I'm just going to do a little here and there and see how it turns out. So I'm just gonna make one of those, what did you call that? Sea sponges. Just gonna put one more here. Down here. I'm really sorry about that. The more I want not to cough, the more I do cough. What a nice guy. I was just thinking he should bring you a drink. Thank you. Let's take a sip. I hope that makes it go away. Okay, I have this corner over here where I don't have that much of the blue thing. So I want something over there as well. We could start with some of the rocks. So let's put some rocks on there. Let's see, big one here in the corner. The good things about the rocks is that you can make them in the size you want to. So I can make them big or small. And I can stack them. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. I'm just gonna make a stone corner right here. Let's see, I have some smaller ones in there as well. I want to make some fishes and some, oh, what are they? What do you call those in English? Those big white flowers that is lying on top of the little lake. A shot of brandy would take care of. Yeah, it would. Edwina, you tried to say something. Let's try see. What did you write? Try sucking on a hard candy. That helps a lot. Yeah. If I had any more of those candies, and what did I do with the other box here? Of these, then they would be perfect for a throat that is scratching a bit like mine is right now. But I don't have any more. Lily pads. Yes, that's right. My nana would give me a shot of brandy with a spoonful of honey after my for my throat. Yeah. I'm just not that much into brandy. But I think that would actually work, especially with the honey. That would be nice. But yes, I want to make some of those lily pads as well to put on top when it's all done. Okay, that's a lot of rocks. Yellow. Let's take some more of the yellow. Yeah, I have an idea now. Another one. Put that away. So I'm just gonna roll these just a tiny bit here. Let's see, and I can cut some pieces of that. There we go. So I'm going to take one of these pieces and roll it. Then roll it oblong, just like with these orange ones here. But I'm gonna squeeze it a tiny bit flat. I'm gonna take it like it is and place it. And I'm gonna do that again. So rolling it a bit oblong or pointy, like a teardrop, and squeeze it flat. See if I can get it up here. And place that. And try to build up a little flower with that here. See if I can do it. Are you okay in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
And then just building up this, is that a circulant? Is there such a thing for the sea, a circulant? I don't know. I just think that could be cool looking here, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm just building it up here, right next to the rocks. Yeah, and my big fingers are in the way, sorry about that. And down fell a rock. Let's use the last ones here. Come on. Ah. Yeah, that's right, Edwina. That looks good. Thank you. I'm just going to try to make it a little more thick, filling a little more of the pond here. And let's use this last one and place that in there as well. There we go. I need some greenery here. Some more greenery. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bowl of green. And I want this a little more oblong, I think. And I'm actually not going so much in details for the things that I'm making. I'm just making it look as good as it gets when I'm improvising here. Also because when I'm done with this and it's baking, I want to pour what's the name? Epoxy resin all over it, so it looks like water in this little pond. But now we are building up this environment first. I like that. Or should I put more green in there? I really don't know. I have a little more here. I could put a more more of this into this corner over here. That could be good. And again, all these holes in there. This also makes the clay stay in place, because I'm squeezing the clay while I'm making these holes, so they will really connect to the blue clay. So I'm pretty sure that this green clay is not gonna fall out when I'm done. There we go. Let's take some more pink. Normally I heat my clay a tiny bit more than I do here before I use it, but if I heat it as much as I normally do, then it would take forever to do anything. I want to make some of these, that kind here, over in this corner. So I'm just going to roll this. I think it's easier to cut small pieces when I have this kind of snake. Then I can make pieces that have the almost same size. And I actually think it's kind of easier to do it like this than just having a chunk of clay and trying to cut it off that one. So I'm making the cone shape again and the hole in the top. And then I am going to place it right where I want it. And now I'm just going to make as many as I want of those. Oh, I forgot to shape it. And this little hole in the top. I was sitting and thinking of a mushroom, but I'm not sure they have mushrooms under the sea. They have those flat ones. I don't know what they're called. I could make some of those. Now I want these first. A few of them, and then I can make some of the other ones, the ones that I have in mind after that. And I'm trying to keep my work in focus, so if I am getting off focus, I'm really sorry about that. So put that here. I think a few more. That would look good. That was a little fat one. But there's also a place for that. Right here. Okay, let's make one more of these. Because I can. And then there we go. Well, that looks good. Okay, this mushroom that I was thinking on. Let's see if I can do that. And I'm gonna do that with brown. And I'm gonna roll that out into a cane as well, so I can cut small pieces of it. So I'm thinking that if I am first rolling a ball here, and then using this spoon tool like thing I have here, and then do just like what I did with my roses, the petals for the roses, and do something like that, and stick that on here. if I can. So something like this. Would that be weird? So that I have a few of these. I should have turned it the other way around. I'm gonna try that again. So a tiny ball. I'm taking the spoon-like tool and squeeze it out. And I think I should put it from the this way down, so that I have it connected under the mushroom. See if I can get it real good in there. There we go. Something like that. Is that okay, or is that better on a tree? Could that go? If there's not, yeah, that was that one. I'm gonna do a few more of these because you are not complaining. So I'm just gonna make a few more of these mushroom thingies. And see if I can get it in there somewhere, somehow. Like that. It needs some kind of texture, I think. That might what be the problem. I could do it like this instead. I think that's better. I need some more grass in there. So I'm just going to take this one and cut some thin slices off here again. If you have some ideas for what I could do for this, then please do tell me. I would love to know. Oh, that got a little thick. Let's use that anyway. So I'm just popping that in there. I'm trying to make sure that it's not taller than the Tinbox itself. There we go. I don't know, I think this smaller grass thing is a tiny bit better. There we go. Okay, so I had a yellow and I had a pink of those. So I think I'm going to make an orange. Let's make an orange. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this orange here. And pop that in as well. And then I want to make those sea lilies, lily pads. Let's see, I want that somewhere. Could be right here. And again, I'm just going to use this one to punch a lot of small holes in there. And the more holes you have in these, the more real they look. Otherwise they just look kind of weird. And I'm trying to get them all over. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see, I had a little more of the stone clay. So I'm just gonna put a few more stones in there, and then I'm gonna go to the water lilies. And I'll see what I can do about that. So I'm just rolling these and placing them here and there. So what do you think? Is that enough for the floor of this little pond, or do I need more in there? I think we need the fishes, the fishes also. Some fishes, fishes. That does not sound right. One fish, more fish. I want at least one koi in there, maybe two. There we go. And none of you are saying a word about if this is enough or not. I hope you're still there, guys. I'm just gonna put the green here through my pattern machine. There we go. That was a school of minnows. What is that? I don't know what that is. Are we talking Find Nemo? Maybe. Place that to the side. And I'm going to make a leaf for this lily. What was the name? Lily pads. Because it looks good. Thank you. Oh, that did not get round as I intended it to. Yeah, that's better. And then it has this shape here, like that. I just think I'm going to make one. And I have this needle tool, and I'm just going to make a few lines here in this. There we go. I want to think this is better. I'm making a tiny indent here on the side where the line comes out. There we go. I like that better. And then I don't want that this piece here is so pointy. So I'm just gonna squeeze that a bit. There we go. That would be a fun. A frog. Oh, that's a lot of good idea. Baby fish or frog. Oh, that would be a fun That would be fun. Or a sea turtle. Yeah, sea turtle. That is actually pretty good. I like that idea. The frog one is also pretty cool. That could actually sit on this little leaf. So I am going to roll this. I keep forgetting if this is a saltwater pond or a freshwater. I don't know. I don't think we came that far. So I was more thinking like a pond in the garden. So that would be what, freshwater, I think, where you have koi fishes, and I think the turtles would be fine there as well, and frogs also. So yeah, it's most definitely a freshwater. So I'm just going to cut some small pieces here of this white clay. I want to do it just a tiny bit like when I make my roses. So first of all, I'm taking a tiny bit of yellow and making this little ball thing. Taking one of these pieces of white and squashing it. And I'm actually squeezing quite heavily. So I'm going to take my ball and place this petal. And I'm gonna do that a few more times. I actually don't know exactly how these plants looks. And my phone is lying another place, so I'm just going for what I remember. So let's see if I can put that on here. There we go. And one more. Cool. It's the petal squish. Yeah, yes, it is. I like that way. I think the clay turns out really thin and looks really cool when you do it like that. Like that, and I think I need 3 more. I like it to be a little more round before I squish it. And I loosen it with my tool before I take it off my hand. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that right here on the plate. Stop teasing me. Like that. And then one more. Perfect flower. Yeah, it's easier to do it with this one. So we will see how this turns out. So I'm gonna put that right here. And then the last one. And squeeze that out again. There we go. Oh, not again. There we go. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stick it on here like that, and then I'm going to take this little flower that I have here and place that on top of these leaves or petals. What do you say? Is that okay? Does that work? I think they have a little purple in them actually, and that my yellow is a bit too big, but anyway, that's how it's look now. I don't know, do I put that on top of the leaf or do I put it next to the leaf? No, I can't get it up. So do I need to put that here? Is that how I do it? I think it is. That's the way I do it anyway now. So for the koi, I am going to take my white clay, a tiny bit of orange, and a tiny bit of brown, if I can find it. It was here. I want this a little thicker before I start. So I just make a next to the leaf. Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to make a tiny log here for the koi. And I'm just going to take this off. There we go. So I am taking a tiny bit of my orange and placing placing that here, and some of the brown, and maybe some more of the orange, like that. Put that to the side. Now I can roll it out so I have a body of a koi that I like. I actually think this is going to be a tiny bit too big, so I'm just taking a little of it off. So I am rolling it up long here, and I'm actually going to roll this into a long teardrop. So that we have the body of the koi right here. There we go. Yeah, I could place it right away. So that's the body of my koi. And then they have this big tail fin. So I'm just going to take some of my clay again. And a little of the orange. And a little of the blue. Turn it around, do the same. And that's not blue, that's brown. There we go. Bless husband. Thank you. I want this to be really, really thin, and I'm not sure how to do that right now. Yeah. Ah! No! Yeah, it's gonna work anyway. There we go. So I'm going to make a fin that's on the back on it. So I'm just going to take a tiny piece here. Okay, I'm going to move this one so I can have some room for working. So this piece here, I am going to make that into a triangular shape. Something like that. And I want that to sit here on top of him. So it's sitting here on top of his body. And he does have eyes, so I need to make some holes here on the sides for tiny eyes. And I need some black for that, so where do I have that? That's right here. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of black here, and I really mean that, a tiny bit. And I'm going to cut that tiny bit into two tiny bits, and I'm going to roll these two into some tiny balls, and I'm going to place that for his eyes. Oh no, I dropped it. There it is. And I dropped it again. There we go. There we go. 2 small tiny eyes. And I need some tail fin here. So I'm actually thinking of a big V. Go away. Something like that. And then I feel like baby, so a little tiny bow here like that. And I'm just going to take that up in my hand here because I want this end thing to be really thin and wavy. So I'm just going to push it out or pull it out, and then take it off. And there is the tail. Let's see if I can get that on there. Right here. Oh, you couldn't see that. I'm so sorry about that. But I just placed it here on the end of his body. I'm just trying to blend it a bit with his body here. And then I can shape this tail a tiny bit. Like so. And we need a side fin. Again, that's just a tiny triangle. There we go. See if I can get these off without breaking them. And I'm going to place that here on the side of his body. Is it a him or her? I don't know. I just call it a him. It could be a her. I don't know much about fishes, so adorable. Thank you. Come on up. There we go. Yeah, and on the other side as well. I don't even know if I have the fins right on this koi. So, sorry about that. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to make the turtle somehow. So I think I need some green. Do I have some? Yes, I have some pine green. And now I dropped it. The struggle is real. So I have some pine green here. I think I'm going to make the legs. Oh, I just contaminated that one. I'm going to make his leg and legs and head from this. So I think if I'm going to start with his body, I'm just going to put that to the side again. That was some clay there. So I'm going to roll a tiny ball here, and I'm rolling it into a snake. I don't want him too big because my koi is quite big, and it should be smaller than the koi or around the same size of the koi. So I am, let's see, I want front and back legs. yeah, I rolled them up to small balls right now, and then into these thin snakes here. And put that to the side. And I think if I could bend it a tiny bit here so that I have the front legs here maybe, and then the back legs around here, maybe closer, like that maybe. And then it needs a tiny tail, so I'm just re-rolling a tiny piece here and placing that as a tail. So that's a tail. Then we need a head. I want that a tiny bit bigger, so I'm going to make a teardrop thing here. And I don't want the neck to be too long. There we go. I think that's better. I'm not sure I can make a face on this one, but I'm trying. So that's the mouth. Don't know if you can see that. That's hard for me to see, so I'm placing the head right here. Looks a bit crooked. There we go. So now for the shell. I need some kind of colors for that. And again, I'm not sure what color those are normally. Let's see what I have in my box of, yeah, I could use that one. That's my scrap color box, so I can put that in there. And I like this piece over here. That actually looks pretty neat. So I'm gonna try to get that into the shield of this. So I'm just shaping it a tiny bit. And let's see. I think it's too big. Is that too big also? Oh, stop it. Yeah, way too big. Okay, we cut a little more of it. There we go. It's the right size. Now I just need to make it look like a turtle shell. So I'm just going to shape it a tiny bit. So I want it a little more flat on the front and going out in a, yeah, actually a teardrop shape again, like that. I think it's a perfect size. So I want to make some lines here in the shield. Just a tiny bit. I think that would make it. I'm not sure. And then it still looks like it's too big. Okay, I'm gonna move his back legs a bit. Just a tiny bit. And then we try again. There we go. A tiny turtle. Cassie koi. Oh, what you said? Yodle turtle, yodle the turtle, turtle yodle. You make me laugh. And Cassie Coy. Yeah, could be Cassie Coy. Oh, you make me laugh. So that's my tiny, weird looking turtle. Actually, I should make a few eyes on that one as well. What did I do with my black? Let's try to make it tiny, tiny eyes. The tiny, tiny, tiny eyes on this. So the tiniest piece of clay that I can get here and place that on this tiny, tiny head. Good. So there we go. Now he can see. Up with your head, little guy. Heads up. That's much better. But now your eyes are a little too much to the back. I think that's better. This is really, really tiny, but it's there. Let's see. Do you have some more ideas for things that I should put in there, or do I stop here? Some great ideas for this, or is that enough? Should I put the turtle into the water, or should that go on top of the water? That's a question. I can place this while you're figuring that out. I could make a stone more. I have more stone clay. And I still have rest clays all over here. Let's see. Just making a few more stones. I think it's great. Yeah. Do I put him into the little pond? Into it, under the water, or on top? Yeah. How about I make a stone he can lie on? I could place a big stone here that he could sit on. Would that be an idea? So he's like peeking up over the water. I could do that. That could be quite cool. So let's see. I'm going to take a bigger piece of this clay now. So I'm just going to take this kind of bigger clay, bigger piece, pop it on there, and see if I can transfer this little guy. It should be there in the, should be able to be there. And place, oh, how do I play? Oh yeah, of course, he needs to be looking this way. And then his little feet can grab the stone. Like that. I actually think he can still be there. Yeah, with the lid closed he can. Or a branch, they love to sun themselves. Yeah, a branch could be cool too. Now I just made the stone, but I could actually put a tiny branch in there. I don't have any wood canes, but I could take some of this brown. I have a piece here. See if I can make a tiny branch. Could still like lie in there. That was Danny's lick. Den ligger i søen. It is lying in the lake. Yeah, what can I say? My Danish is better than my English. So that could be a tiny piece of branch. And then I would make some wood texture in there. Stone is great too. Thank you. So I would just, for wood texture, I would just take my tool and squeeze into the clay that I have. And then make some bark, or what you call that, on there. I would take some of my pastel colors and put in there. See if I have a darker brown here. I do. And my brush for that. So I'm just going to take some of my pastel colors and brush that on top of this branch. To give it a little more depth and color. Take a little white as well. Like that. And bring that back in here, and I can place that somewhere in here. How about there? Then I should do some flowers thingy, something over in this corner as well. What color do I have for that? How about a sky blue? Something in sky blue in that corner. I need to watch out for my little flower here. What did I do with that? There. So I have the sky blue color. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that and gonna do a few of these plants here. Just place them here at the end of my wood log. And this one, stay good. So I'm just gonna make these 4. And this little piece in here, like that. That actually is pretty cool. So I like that. I'll see if I can get it into the picture again. Move some of these things away. Here we are. So I have this little flower that I forgot again what was called. Awesome. Thank you, Nikki. And we have the sea turtles, and we have the koi fish, and we have a few things on the bottom of this little pond. I'm actually going to stop for today, because now I'm going to bake this all, and then I'm going to put a little more colors on here with the pastel, soft pastels, or with a little paint. And then I will pour over the resin that needs to stand for, is it 24 hours, 12 or 24 hours for the epoxy resin. So I'm gonna do that, and I will record that, the last steps of this one, so you can see the final result in a few days. I'm not sure that I will be able to get it all done before Monday maybe, but I hope that I can get it done around Monday, so you would have the video of the finished result of this. Put the lily pad and flower on top of the resin. Yes, I will do that so that it looks like it's on top of it all. But I will record all of that and put a video of it up to you guys, so you can see it here in the start of next week, so you can get the end result of this one. Now I will end my live stream for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. It has been a really nice time together with you. I did not realize that I missed it so much. Looking forward to see the grand finale. So do I. I always love to see a project coming to an end and see how it turns out. Anyway, I will thank you all for today. It has been a blast of a time, and I hope to make a live stream again really soon. So yeah, have a nice weekend, and see you in the done project of this little tin box. Bye.